Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So I am calling it, you guys. I'm calling it finally. Kari Lake has officially gone off the deep end. It is now July of 2024, and Kari Lake is still whining about the governor's race that she lost in November of 2022. So not only is she still whining about it, she actually just asked the Arizona Supreme Court to intervene again and to declare her the winner of that race. So this all went down on Friday of last week. Lake's attorney filed a petition with the state's top court, and they asked that Arizona State Supreme Court overturn a lower court's ruling and allow her to present quote unquote new evidence. So Lake now claims that Maricopa County failed to conduct something called a logic and accuracy test on its vote tabulators. And they're saying that county officials falsely testify that they had done that test. And Lake is saying that had they conducted those tests, it would have, quote, prevented the 2022 election day chaos. Now, you guys might remember there were some issues on election day. It involved settings on vote tabulators, as I recall, ballots not being read properly by the machines and so forth. It got all handled, though. All of the ballots were ultimately counted because they just had people fill them out manually and leave them, and then they, move them, from what I understand, transferred all of that onto ballots that they could put through the machine, and then they were run through. Lake, though, is maintaining that, no, this cost her the election. So lower courts, as I've shared with you guys, appeals courts have all repeatedly ruled against her. More recently, you might also remember, I shared this, I think it was not even a month ago, that the Supreme Court of the United States totally kicked her to the curb. They were like, no, we don't even want to hear it. She tried to get them to hear her case, and they said no. They wouldn't even take it up. So the question is, why is Lake doing this now? As you all know, she's running to be a U.S. Senator. She's running for the Senate in the state of Arizona. But according to an Arizona law, she can't be the governor of Arizona and run for the Senate at the same time. They have a law in the books called resign to run. So you have to resign from your current position, public position, if you're going to run for something else. So basically, what it sounds like is that Lake is admitting she can't win, that she can't win the Senate seat in November. Is she planning to drop out of the Senate race if the Arizona Supreme Court, gives her a Hail Mary and miraculously hands her the title of governor? That's what it seems like. And, she'd be like, oh, I can't possibly continue to run for the Senate because I have to go be governor of Arizona now, right? Gives her a good out and she doesn't have to lose again. Because, losing the governor's race and continuing to push this false narrative that it was stolen from her somehow, that keeps her in the game. But if she loses again, the party is going to see her as nothing but a loser. And her Democratic challenger, Ruben Gallego, slammed her online on Twitter for this latest desperate move. He wrote, quote, as Kari Lake begs Arizonans to make her the next senator, she's pushing the courts to overturn the 2022 election and make her the governor. She's delusional. She's unfit to serve. She's too extreme for Arizona. So, yeah, he's not wrong, right? I may have issues with Ruben Gallego and the way he's handled some of his private affairs, but he's not wrong about Kari Lake. A far better cry than her in the Senate. And again, she doesn't want the stink of another loss on her record because that's a done deal. Lose the governor's race, then you lose the Senate race. She is just done in politics, and I think she knows that. So her only hope at this point is that Trump plucks her, out of her miserable existence at this point and puts her somewhere in his administration. But given what we've read, given all the comments that we've heard from people around Mar-a-Lago, around the Trumps, doesn't really sound like Melania wants her around too much. So I'll let you figure out, determine what that's all about. I mean, there's Stormy, there was Karen McDougal, God knows who else that we don't even know about. I mean, yeah, can't really blame Melania for thinking, might this be the next one? All right, I will let you all know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.